Good morning. It has been a beautiful, sunny Sunday morning. It's a fall, sunny Sunday morning. We don't get a lot of these, so I'm thankful. I work at my second job today from 11:30 to 8 p.m., so pretty much all day. So I just slept in, got some coffee, smoked a joint. That's almost my ideal morning right there. Sleeping in, coffee, joint. Almost ideal because the title of this video down here, 6 years single and still a boy. Because my ideal Sunday morning would include a partner, and we would be smoking a joint together and having a coffee together on our porch, just enjoying nature and each other and the quietness that often comes with Sunday mornings. I can see it. It's going to happen, but I needed these last 6 years plus however long it takes to meet her. I've needed this time to really grow, because while I've been single for most of my 30s, I was a douche for most of my 20s. And so that balancing out, I'm okay with it. It sucked, to go from having a great job, being in shape, being easily able to attract women, to being a fucking nobody. Man, that was tough at first. However, when I really started doing the shadow work and digging into the roots of my psychology, in addition to trying to project out my future and to find a purpose in life, oh man, I learned a lot, and I'm thankful for the time away from distractions to really look at myself and see how I needed to grow and develop to become a suitable partner worthy of a wife who will raise children with me. Because I was not that man in my 20s, and I'm still not that man. That's ultimately where my reflection has led me to. It's been interesting. I would say in my 20s, I wore a fake mask of a man, but I was very much just a man-child. And while now I do feel more mature, a little wiser, I still don't fully feel like a man. And I cannot pinpoint exactly why. I'm about to turn 38, and it's so funny. I've got this massive beard. I had a guy, at work, a customer the other day, say, "Oh my gosh, you are the leader of all men. You will have the answer I'm looking for." And I'm just like, what do I do with that statement? Because it is so opposite to my actual sort of lived experience. I know how to take command of a situation. I've been in leadership roles. I've literally helped pull someone off a suicide jumper off a bridge, and I, in a sense, took command of that situation. I don't struggle with those aspects of what a man should do, taking command when needed. People often just develop a comfort with me, and they open up and tell me their life stories very quickly. I've really tried to cultivate my ability to provide presence for people that makes them feel comfortable, and I'm seeing the fruits of those efforts in real time. And so I think I'm an awesome dude, and I am a man biologically, but socially, I still don't feel like a man. And I don't want to trap myself in this thought that when I get a wife, I will then be looked at as a man, because I don't want to have that weird perverse incentive that my desire to become a man pushes my desire just to meet any woman and marry any woman. But I'm pretty sure I won't do that anyways, because if I truly wanted over the last 6 years, I could have courted women. I have the charisma. I have I can clean up. I don't do beard oil, and I don't clean up really, and I haven't but I could, and I would look pretty darn okay. Excuse me. I could lose some weight, but I've really, when the reality of this time off hit me as this is what you need, Andrew, I really leaned into it. And I like I've said earlier, I'm thankful that I had this opportunity. But now I'm wondering, what is a man? And it sounds so easy, and we can talk about like protecting and providing, and yeah, those are elements of it, but I feel like there's something else here that I'm missing. And so I'm just kind of spitballing here. I have a general sense of purpose now. This new earth, I see it. Oh my gosh, do I see the new earth? 10 years ago, I had no fucking clue what it was. But 10 years ago, I was having those experiences to give me the life lessons I needed to learn now that I'm going to help bring into the new earth. So that's my general sense of mission and purpose. And I think a man should have mission and purpose in life. A man should generally have a presence that it creates comfort and safety for those around him. A man generally should provide. So these are some superficial and some metaphysical, not necessities or requirements, but generalities, because not all men are going to fit all of the boxes, but they're general boxes. So I am not capable of providing for a family, and that's a huge one that I dwell on. That makes me feel inadequate. I'll just be vulnerable and honest while I'm rambling. I do feel very inadequate around my inability to provide for a family. If I had a family right now, I don't know what the fuck I would do. I have tremendous amount of compassion for those around me in the working class who do have families, or those who are homeless. I'm in Seattle, Washington, and there's a lot of homeless people, and it's really sad because there's also a lot of rich people, but they're snooty rich people. Another side reason that I'm single is that I live in Seattle, Washington, and the women here, the number of women that are not either overweight or ideologically brain dead is very small. Very small. And of that very, very small number of women that would be viable partners for me, I'm not a worthy mate. And I acknowledge that because I cannot provide yet for a family. I'm working on it. That's why I'm busting my butt. I'm trying to climb out of this hole, and I'm trying to buy land. And it's funny. I actually think that I'll meet a young lady when I finally do buy some land in like Tennessee. That's literally one of the reasons I'm looking in that region for land, is because I just think I will have a higher chance of meeting a partner there. True story. The older I get and the more I get into this New Earth mission, the more I realize that like country boy lifestyle would fit me very well. Not like, I'm a country singer country, but more like a homestead, just simple man sort of lifestyle. That's what I want. But I've learned, over the years of meeting farmers and meeting people who work with the land and animals, that they may seem simple, but there is a wisdom that they possess and an intelligence that they possess. And so in past videos, when I've talked about preserving ways of being and ways of knowing, I'm talking about farmers and ranchers who can look at the land and tell you a story and tell you how they're going to strategically move their cattle over the next 3 to 6 months for this reason and that reason. Anyways, I'm getting a little off subject, but that's what I'm talking about. There's so much knowledge that we need to preserve. And I just think, with some boundary explorations I won't get too far into, but in general, the nuclear family is the fundamental basis that we should be pursuing. That's like the first level of community is your family. And that's what, as men, we should be in general pursuing, is the creation and the providing for of families, because families are more than just these social elements that give us status and purpose and whatnot. It's also a duty and a responsibility to the planet. We are stewards of this planet, and it is our responsibility to ensure that we continue to care for it as long as it continues to care for us. If we get to live these beautiful lives interacting with nature and benefiting from the blessings that it provides, it's our responsibility to give back to it. I am a bit of a hippie, but, you know, I was talking about free love and how maybe that's not the best for us. There's balance, you know, it's that middle path, that balanced path. This is a long video. I'm going to wrap it up here. I got to go to work. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, what is a man? And I'm not trying to ask in a stupid Matt Walsh, what is a woman sort of way, but no, just like, what does it mean to be a man, especially as we're building the new earth? Thank you very much. Much love.